Now, let me from there stand on already established protocol because of want of time. And I want to especially thank all Nigerian students of Ogun State extraction that are here this afternoon. Great Nigerian students! Great Nigerian students! Greatest of the greatest of the greatest of the greatest articulate Nigerian students! Great Nigerian students! Great! 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 Greatest of the Nigerian students! I want to especially congratulate you this afternoon because thank you. I want to congratulate you this afternoon for being one of the beneficiaries of the third Yayi Scholarship Board, Scholarship and Bursary Award Program. It gives me a great joy to once again address this August gathering of our youth and some of their parents at this auspicious occasion to contribute to the human resources development of my senatorial district and other part of our dear state, and indeed Nigerian nation. My joy is multiplied as this is the third edition of this program of assisting our indigent students with scholarship and bursary award, which is part of the fulfillment of my electoral promises to the youth of my senatorial district and in Ogun State. In complement of this laudable initiative of our governor, Prince Adeola Yayi, particularly in the area of provision of educational infrastructure across our dear state. It is also heartwarming for me as this program falls within the renewed hope initiative on the education of our dear President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, which includes student loans for tertiary education, students under the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NELFund. So far, over 206 billion have been distributed to over 1 million students spread across the 270 tertiary institutions nationwide by NELFund. For the effective implementation of this program, the Scholarship and Bursary Board that I constituted in 2023, made up of team of top educationists, academicians, and selected stakeholders, and ably led by Professor Tope Popola, improve upon the success of the first and the second edition by correcting the observed challenges. I want to use this occasion to appreciate their painstaking effort and contribution to the success of the scheme for the education development of our youth and the future generation. As you can see on the screen, these are secondary school students numbering 2,150 something. I was called 2 days to the end of WAEC form that in Ogun State we have over 2,000 students that will not be writing WAEC. I said, why? They said because it will be difficult. They cannot afford to pay the WAEC fee. Wow. And it's just 2 days. How do we achieve that? Immediately I put a call through to WAEC that please can you oblige us that we have over 2,000 students that we want to pay for so that they can be able to write WAEC. Because among these students we have professors, we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have governors, we have medical doctors. Who knows, even the president of this country can be among them. And once the foundation is not there, then there is no way to further or continue this journey. So God used me as an interventionist to assist to pay the WAEC of the entire 2,157 students. And that is my own contribution towards uplifting human capital development from the youth angle. In this first edition of the exercise that took place on the 27th of January 2024, over 1,700 were presented their checks of 200,000 and 100,000 for scholarship and bursaries respectively. In the second edition on April 27, 2025, a total number of 3,892 students similarly benefited across Ogun State with the presentation of checks. I am glad that the board have not disappointed in their professional handling of the Education Support Fund for our youth that are now known as Yayi scholars. The program is basically meant to come to the rescue of our brilliant students facing some financial challenges in their course of the studies. I am facilitating this scheme in conjunction with the National Productivity Center in line with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the educational sector. The scheme is also to further bring relief to our students in their course of their training and acquisition of knowledge, as well as supplement the fund from those able to get loans from the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NEL Fund, and another renewed hope agenda initiative of Mr. President. Today, a total number of 5,312 students spread across university, Polytechnic, and College of Education in different parts of the nation are to be awarded scholarship and bursary. And now let me assure you, the checks for the entire 5,312 is here and is ready for collection. Is ready for collection. And once you collect the check, tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., drop it to your account and it will clear immediately. And I'm assuring you that I know some of you have lost hope. Some of you believe that will they ever do this program at all? Because they have been doing a lot of cross-checking and checking back and forth. But I don't promise and fail. Once I promise, I will do. And let me say this. I am giving you a future. I'm not taking your future. Some people are already preparing to buy your future with the sum of 20,000 naira so that you can vote for them, so that you can support them. But I am giving you a future without condition. I don't ask for anything. I don't seek for anything. But one thing I want to assure you, once I'm voted into office, come May 29, 2027, I will not stop this program. I will continue with this program. And by the special grace of God, come May 29, 2027, as your governor, we will together sit to do the 4th edition. And this time around, it will be in a stadium that will have capacity of almost 10,000 students. That's the assurance I'm to give you. An assurance I'm giving you to take home. So for those who are preparing to buy your voter slip, to buy your future for the next 4 years and beyond, so that you will come on February 6th to vote, and after that, they will wave to you, bye-bye. They have the opportunity to do even bigger than I'm doing. But I have decided to go this way. Because I was once a student like you. And I believe the future is you. So I am saying this to let you know that you should be prepared for the worst. I don't know how many of you have been consulted. They have visited your schools to register you to vote. Ask them, where do you belong? Are you for Yayi or you are for the others? So, I'm imploring you to be very vigilant. Once they come with their 20,000, is to buy your future for the next 4 years. Yayi is not buying your future. I have not asked for your voter's card. I have not asked for you to go and register to vote for me. All I've asked for is for you to face your studies. It's for you to grow from strength to strength. It's for you to be secure in your education. It's for you to be able to be a proud Ogun State indigene in your chosen field of human endeavor. That you can stand tall among men and women and say, this is who I am. That is the future I'm giving you. And that is what I stand for. And that is what I want to continue to do as your governor. And colleagues, after meeting the criteria and guidelines outlined by the board, this is a remarkable improvement from the 8,700 and 3,292 students of the first and second edition respectively. The figure of today's beneficiary is just slightly lower than the combined figure of the last two editions. To God be the glory. The total figure of 10,000 is multiple of the 1,000 that I promised in my manifesto during my campaign for Ogun West Senatorial District. And let me say this, as you have heard from the chairman of the governing board, we have a total applicant of 17,000. When I was approached, like 17,000, I said, wow, it's serious. Okay, they asked me, what is the targeted figure that will be the cutoff? I said, all I can say is that go ahead and sort. After sorting, come back with me with the results. But one assurance I gave to them is that I'm going to do more than what I did last year. When they came back with the report, I said, give me a total number of 7,000 students, which is far beyond my budget. So I decided that no problem, I'm going to add to it to be able to meet the target of these 7,000 students. But when they go into further consultation and sorting, they came back with 5,312. And I asked why. For one reason or the other. But for those who have earlier been shortlisted and are not here, I want to assure you, you will be part of the 4th edition. Of the total number of 5,312, 1,735 beneficiaries are receiving scholarship of 200,000 each for university students and 150,000 each for Polytechnic and colleges of education students. And the remaining of 3,577 students are receiving a bursary of 100,000 each. The checks are being presented today for all the beneficiaries. Again, let me emphasize, as I did during the last edition, that the fund provided should be spent on payment of your school fees, accommodation, or similar issues in furtherance of knowledge acquisition, and not for free money to buy phones, bags, and shoes. The whole idea is to assist students, parents, and guardians to ensure that no brilliant student of Ogun West extraction and indeed Ogun State drop out of school as a result of non-payment of school fees or similar financial challenges. I believe strongly that with the token, there will be some succor to alleviate the problem that will arise as a result of any increase in school fees and cost of living across the nation. My motivation for this financial empowerment for the educational sector is based on vision that acknowledges liberating the role of a good education in any kind of development. Without proper education, I doubt if I will be able to attain the height of being a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and embarking on this initiative. So, beyond the Scholarship and Bursary Award Program, I have also facilitated many education-related infrastructure for my senatorial district and other parts of Ogun State. In the last 3.5 years as the Senator of Ogun West, the previous facilitation of Senator of Ogun West, my previous facilitation include 87 newly constructed block of 12 classrooms, 9 classrooms with staff room, library, and solar ball across the 5 local government areas of Ogun West and by extension Ogun State and Ogun State. These have added other additional 300 classrooms and 56 staff rooms to decongest the learning environment of our pupils, students, and teachers. Equally, 18 fully equipped and functional information communication technology ICT center have been facilitated, as well as provision of school furniture for 35 primary, secondary, and post-secondary school in my district and Ogun State. As a matter of fact, all block of classrooms, 87 that have been constructed, facilitated by me, comes with furniture, with chairs and tables. So it's not 35 primary secondary school. The entire 87 schools of block of 12 classrooms comes with furniture, that is chairs and tables. My other educational support program include distribution of over 200 textbooks and schools in all our primary and secondary schools. We have distributed over 350,000 textbooks for math and English for all secondary schools in my senatorial district, especially, and Ogun State by extension. Also, back to about 128 schools across the state, mini buses for tertiary institutions, and purchase of 7,000. My speechwriter, I don't think the information is put in there is right, because as of today, over 10,000 JAM forms has been bought for students in our various secondary schools. For indigent students across the state. Going forward, it is my promise to continue both the education support fund for the Yayi scholars, as well as expand education and infrastructure in Ogun State. It reflects in my sponsoring a bill for the upgrade of the Federal Polytechnic Ilaru to Federal University of Technology. This is now a reality. I will also continue to support all legislative initiatives for good education of our students, particularly adequate funding through budgetary provision, as well as special intervention as the need arises. Thank you all, and I wish you success in your academic endeavor. So today, before I take my seat, I have a compendium here that contains all the names of the beneficiaries, with the institution, with their phone numbers, with their course of studies, and also their course of study and their numbers, matriculation numbers. Let me assure you, once your name is contained in this set document, you can be rest assured your check is here. And the check is not that they are just going to write it, it's already. Can I have checks? Where are the checks? No, where you want to give me the. congratulate you and I want to wish you well in your academic endeavors, and to be assured that Yayi is there for you and I will always be there for you. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you.